Hi friends, we're back here to read the last chapter in Humphrey's School Fair Surprise, Chapter 5, and the name of the chapter is I Surprised Myself. Do you remember Aldo was able to come up with an awesome idea so that Humphrey and Og could join in the school fair? So let's get started. When Mr. Morales left the booth to get ready for the parade, people started throwing wet sponges at Aldo. The first one hit him right on the forehead. Aldo laughed so hard water flew off his mustache. Mrs. Brisbane went to get the signs for our class. She left Miranda in charge of Og and me. It's almost time for the parade, Humphrey, Miranda said. She wheeled us to the bouncy castle. Soon Mrs. Brisbane was handing out signs to all my friends. Look at me, Humphrey, someone said. I looked up and saw a giant hamster. It's me, Art, the giant hamster said. I had my face painted like a hamster. There he is. I was happy, happy, happy to see that it really was Art. Hi, Humphrey, another voice said. A huge green face was coming over. It's Mandy, the green face said. But I bet I look like Og. Boing, boing, Og said. He sounded happy. Everyone lined up with their signs. My other classmates looked wonderful wearing their hamster ear hats. Mrs. Brisbane told the students to march in 2 straight lines, holding their signs high. When we get to the stage, AJ, you lead the chant, she said. Everyone will be able to hear you. She told Miranda and Kirk to push the cart together. I heard a loud whistle that made my whiskers wiggle. Then I heard a band playing. All right, students, forward march, Mrs. Brisbane said. The cart lurched forward. We're in a parade, I told Og. As we marched along, there were moms and dads, brothers and sisters, and even grandparents waving at us and cheering. There's Humphrey, a small voice called out. It was Garth's little brother, Andy. Sometimes we moved forward. Sometimes we had to stop while my friends marched in. Signs high, here we go, AJ, Mrs. Brisbane said. We marched towards a wooden stage on the edge of the playing field. Let's surprise them, Humphrey, Kirk said. Here are all the friends holding their signs and marching. I was surprised when he opened the door to my cage and reached inside to pick up my hamster ball. I was even more surprised when he picked me up and put me inside the ball. Get out there where they can see you, he said. Go, Humphrey, Miranda said. Kirk set me on the ground in front of him. I looked up, 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 and saw Mr. Morales and some other important-looking people sitting on the stage watching. I heard AJ's loud voice lead the others. Humphrey and Og are so much fun. They make our class #1. One, go, Humphrey, go, I heard Garth yell. I started walking, which made my ball spin off to the side. At first, it spun in a circle. Go, Humphrey, go! The whole class was shouting now. I started running. My ball started rolling forward, away from the class. Go, Humphrey, go! The whole crowd yelled. My ball rolled a little faster. Large feet moved out of the way to let me pass. I was moving fast, fast, fast. Whoa, Humphrey, come back, I heard AJ shout. I heard footsteps running behind me. My ball rolled past lots of feet and kept on going. Stop, Humphrey, stop, I heard the crowd yell. I stopped moving my feet, but a hamster ball doesn't have brakes, so it kept rolling. I rolled and rolled and rolled some more. The trees and grass were just a blur. I wondered how far a hamster ball could roll. Could it go on forever? If I could have gone back, I would have. All of a sudden, the ball stopped short. I flip-flopped a few times. When I came to a stop, I looked up. A huge foot was right on top of my hamster ball. Then a huge hand reached down and picked me up. There he is. Who have we got here? The man holding the ball said. By then the crowd had caught up with me. I heard Mrs. Brisbane's voice say, Thank you for saving Humphrey, Officer Jones. A large eye stared down at my hamster ball. I should probably give this hamster a ticket for speeding, Police Officer Jones said, but I'll let him go with a warning this time. Everybody laughed except me. I was way too tired to laugh. Kirk came running up. He looked very, very, very worried. What were you thinking, Kirk? Mrs. Brisbane asked. I'm sorry, I didn't think the ball would roll so far away, he said. Then he looked down at me. I'm so sorry, Humphrey. I made a big mistake. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. I don't want anything bad to happen to me either, but I know Kirk would never want to hurt me. Mrs. Brisbane took me back to the stage. Mr. Morales and all my friends were waiting there. This has been a very surprising fair, Mr. Morales announced. That was true, true, true. Thanks to our friend Humphrey, I don't think there will ever be another fair like it, he continued. Everybody laughed, except Og and me. I was still too tired to laugh. Maybe Og was tired too. So for their great signs, their terrific hamster hats, and their special classroom pets, I'm awarding the prize for best classroom spirit to room 26, he said. My tiny ears twitched with all the clapping and cheering that followed. Then Mr. Morales gave each student in room 26 a free ticket for the bouncy castle. As you can imagine, my friends were excited about that. Thanks, Humphrey, Saye said. You're the best, AJ told me. You're number one, Miranda said. Then my friends all left for castle bouncing and cotton candy for face painting and cupcakes. I didn't have a ticket, but that was fine with me. I'd had enough adventure for one day. I was ready for a long nap. Well, Og, I said right before I dozed off, school fairs are even more surprising than I thought. Don't you agree? My eyes were already closing when I heard a very loud boing, boing, boing. The end. And that is the end of our book. All right, friends, hope you enjoyed that book, and make sure you share a little bit about the characters and about the setting and about some of the things that happen, maybe about your favorite part with maybe one of your parents or anybody at your house. Have a good day.